I've worked 40 years in kitchens, and you know, the longer we do this, the more it hurts. And you look for things that are going to make your life easier.
Sure.
And this makes your life easier. And that's what I could say about it. It's going to improve your product. It's going to improve your logistics. It's going to give you confidence to be able to execute bigger and better events remotely, wherever you are in your operation. And it's going to make it easier for you. So you look for things like this. The first time I saw the EcoHold at the show, right away, it struck a nerve with me that this is something that is versatile, that we can load our cold product in first. We can stage them. Actually, the way I do is I load everything. I put these in the walk-in cooler.
Okay.
And I stage everything in the night before. I've got the plaques in the freezer, the cold plates in the freezer. Yeah. And I use this as my mise en place. So I'm saving space in other areas of the kitchen by doing that. We then go out day of the event. I load all the cold plates in there, and then I roll them out to wherever we're going to be doing the event, whether it be a house, out on the lawn, on a boat, wherever it is. And I know I've got that product held at temp for hours. From there, then I can cook, pull out that product, cook that product, and then when it comes time for me to hot hold, I can usually have at least one of them empty by then, convert it to hot, and use it to hold that product that I've now cooked. For me, the best thing about it was the temperature control, and I learned that right away with dialing not just the number of Ecoburner that you put on it, but the controls on each one of them.
Right. And what he's referring to is this rotated dial here that can actually bring you to a max setting down to a minimum setting.
Correct. Yeah. So I can sit there and say, okay, let's only go with 3 and half setting on 3, and I know that's going to get me about 145 degrees or so, or 135 degrees if I need it, you know, and it holds beautifully. It's also what I've noticed, because we ran temperature tests at different parts of the chamber, and because of the distribution, so each Ecoburner has a chimney that sends its heat to different parts of the actual case, right?
Yes.
And that was something I thought was brilliant, because you don't see that on any other equipment.
No,
right?
normally you get the warming, that little cold spot.
Right. And then all of your racks block that heat, and you get no heat distribution within the case. You know what I mean? This thing, you've got that heat being funneled up the back and distributed evenly throughout the case. So I literally had a 2-degree variance at best from the very top all the way to the very bottom, you know, which was fantastic.
Perfect.
I've been familiar with the Ecoburners for a while. I told you a story about, you know, somebody starting a bin on fire, dropping a lit sterno into it.
We talked about that.
Literally starting a fire department coming in, all this, you know, and just the brilliance of this. I know there's a lot of efficiency and there's a lot of economy benefits to them, but for me, safety, that is absolutely number one. I mean, every one of us has lit something on fire, whether it be a carpet, a tabletop, ourselves, or something, from essentially what is napalm in a can.
Yeah.
And these, you just can't do that. You know, they're just so much more efficient like that and safe. So I really do appreciate that aspect of it. So I'm a fan of the units. I've used them for a long time. And then when I saw them in conjunction with this cart, right away I was like, wait a minute, this thing is different. It's special. Let me look at this. And just talking about how thick the glass is, how durable it is, the kick plates on the bottom, the size of the wheels, the bumper reinforcements, the towability on them, everything about them, the distribution of the heat that we mentioned, they just look like an all-in-one unit to me.
Absolutely. And one of the things that a lot of our end users were really surprised about was the fact that it was still easy to move even when it was loaded.
Absolutely. Yeah,
You know, so
absolutely.
That was a big thing for them.
Yeah, and now there's a half-size version.
Yes.
As well,
16.
which is a great worktop piece. So we're actually going to be getting some of those at some point very soon. But she's got this worktop that, you know, it's basically half the size there, and you can actually do your mise en place, put a cutting board on top of it, and it becomes versatile like that too, because you don't always need the full size, you know. There's times that you need there's smaller events, you know, where you want the same kind of practicality and functionality, whether it be a big event or small. So I think it's a great option. Everybody goes to these things with their hands full, right? There's a rule in the kitchen, hands full in and out, right?
Okay.
Well, how do you open doors then?
Okay.
So that was thought of, right? And so little things like that tell you that the product was designed for reality of what we do. It wasn't something that, okay, there's a niche in the market for another one of these. This is a special product that was thought out, and it was planned to be able to execute the proper way. So like I said, you look at it, it stands out, it looks tough as hell, it looks durable, it holds its temperature, it's easy to move around. If I had this 20, 30 years ago, My back made me feel a little better now than it does, you know. But honestly, it's a fantastic tool. I wouldn't hesitate to get these in any operation.
Thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate it.
Hope to see you soon.
Absolutely, and thank you guys for doing something that is thought of for us. Something that's truly ingenious, because you know most products that are just put out there, they're just put out there. But honestly, to do something and to work it around in your guys' heads to fit what we truly need, it's a rarity to see that in anything that we do. So it's really nice to have this.
As long as you have us around, we'll keep doing what we got to do to make sure that your life is easier and your back feels better over time.
I appreciate that.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.